Hello, my name is Quentin Curry, and my topic today is ending poverty. When you think about it, you could be one of the few, the great few, that live a nice, easy life, but the people that do not, that's 836 million people in this world today that are left behind, and these are the problems that are we need to collaborate on and help with. When you think about all of it, and you are the one on the other side of the fence, wouldn't you like some assistance? Living in this world today, I have personally been able to see and be fortunate enough to see the different types of struggles and things that go on in life. I've had nothing. I began with nothing and built myself up, but I also have the resources available to me to bring myself back up from under the water to bring my head above water. In this speech, we're going to cover some of the people that are going through the extreme conditions that need to be resolved, the area and the risks of all the issues they face, and what all we can do to come together and take away or at least solve part of the problem at hand. When you look at the problems of poverty-stricken regions, you have to think of all the statistics and problems that need to be solved for it. Every day in 2014, 42,000 people had to abandon their homes to seek safety from different conflicts, war, medical issues, etc. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, 45,000 people die each and every month. In Somalia, it is so bad to where there is no government and everything is ran by criminals and pirates that wreak havoc on the communities that are there. They don't have a care in the world, and there's no laws or anything to enforce, rule, or anything. So they wreak havoc on the people that are there. Most people in the world are suffering. Over 3 billion people live on less than $2.50 a day. And also more than 80% of the world's population live on less than $10 a day. When you look at all of these eye-popping statistics, you have to think about the things that need to be done in order to get the help that needed for the world to become a better place. There are some ways that we can fix things. We can make sure that we all come together and try to solve the issues that we all face, keeping all the governments aware and responsible for helping with this issue at hand. In Brazil, for example, in Brazil, there is a program that sends cash to poor households and does not depend on how many people are in the home itself. It's just the area and how much everything costs and all the problems that they face. Poverty went down from 20.4 million people in 2003 to 11.9 million people in 2009, all from this particular program. And these stats were off of Global Citizen website that I looked up. Very good website, has a lot of different information on it to let you know about all the different problems and different things that countries have done and people have done to help kind of subside all the problems that are going on. Also, based on the Global Dashboard website that I've also looked at, you have things that are not really foreseeable by 2030 by the United Nations. They set a deal by 2030. They want to eradicate all poverty and bring everybody above poverty in the world today. It can just add more and more problems. We could all work together to solve those problems, but at the same time, right now, we really don't know if we're able to solve all the problems and make sure by 2030 that everybody's out of poverty. But at the same time, you never really know. We have another 13 more years ahead of us, so it's kind of one of those things. We just have to stick together and make sure all this works, and we all stick together and work together, and we should be able to make that quota. So each day that there's people that are dealing with war-stricken areas, these countries are going through a lot of bloodshed and tears, and a lot of things are going on in these countries, and they just need that help. You have to see that the fact that there's millions of people that don't have the support of the people to come together and fight for the betterment of their own countries and their own people. And sometimes you have to look yourself in the eyes and put yourself in their shoes to see that you don't really want to face this kind of deal. So, you know, questions that you can ask yourself is, do you really want to be that one that's sick and not able to do anything about it? You don't have the proper care to treat for yourself. Do you want to starve to death, not knowing if you're going to get another meal or not? Your family, you would put yourself in their shoes. Would you like to see them starving to death while there's nothing you can do about it, while you're starving yourself also? A lot of people, they're more relaxed on everything and they have everything that they need. They don't really think about the people that don't have what they need and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's just one of those things. A lot of people see that this is a problem, but if you don't want to fix it and work together, then why would you want things like this to happen? I mean, there's people that go through this predicament every single day and all the time. Like I said, over half of the world's population is in poverty. Over half of the world's population. That's 7 billion people. 3 billion people are in poverty right now, as we speak, with no food, medical attention, no nowhere to lay and sleep, and there's nothing to be comfortable about anything that's going on in their life right now. I mean, would you like to put yourself in the same predicament as them? Switch roles. That's some of the things you need to think about when when people say, hey, like for example, we go to war, or we go to help Iraq, or we go to help all these different countries that are war-stricken countries. They don't have the things that we have here in America. We are the country that wants to help. We want to always help one another and create a better place for everybody, and that's just not just for them, but for us also, because in the long run that helps us as a country as well. There's many different factors into helping poverty and fixing the problems that are going on today, and that's one of those things is we all have to stick together and make sure that we hold these governments and these people accountable for what's going on in the world today, so that we can eradicate this and we won't have any more problems or issues in the world that's going on. But like I said, if you just think of the people and think of them as your children or your family members, your father, your mother, your aunts, uncles, cousins, what have you. If you think of it that way, would you like them to have the same opportunities that you're having right now, or would you want them to suffer or have them suffer? Would you see, when you see them suffering, do you want to reach out and lend a helping hand, or are you going to be the one that's just kind of like, okay, well, that's their problem, their deal, don't worry about it? I think most everybody's going to think, I'm going to help. I'm going to lend out a helping hand to my family member. Think of it that way. If you think of it that way, then it'll be a lot easier to help these people. They don't have the resources that we have. They don't have anything that can support them throughout their life. And if we work together and make a common goal to eradicate this problem, we'll all be better for it. So I ask of you, please, I really ask of you, each and every one of you watching this video, the world needs you. I would like for everyone to do their part and just to give back, make that ultimate sacrifice to not only yourself, your family, but others in need, because we all need each other. At the end of the day, we need each other, and this world will be better for it. Now, this is my speech on the ending poverty. My name is Quentin Curry. Thank you very much for listening and watching. You guys all have a blessed day. Thank you.